Hello world, Krista here from Books and Jams, and welcome to day 18 of Vlogmas. I, as you notice, skipped yesterday, so before I get started with what I want to do today, I'm just going to pop in a little bit of pictures and videos of some of the fun things that I did yesterday. I took my 4th and 5th graders from church to a nursing home to sing Christmas carols. This was our 4th year of doing that, and the kids always enjoy that. And then last night I had a Christmas party. Somewhat of an ugly sweater, Yankee swap kind of a party, lots of fun. Here are a couple clips of those two things. Your favorite thing about Christmas? Or what are you looking forward to this year for Christmas?
I don't know. Nothing.
Presents.
Nothing? I don't believe you.
Everything, I guess.
Everything like what?
Like everything.
Give me an example of everything. Yeah, Dylan, you're real nice in the background. Do it Christmas time this year.
Jesus' birthday.
Jesus' birthday. What are you looking forward to at Christmas this year?
And spills.
Oh, Christmas Eve and watching movies on Christmas Eve and tracking Santa.
What movie do you like to watch on Christmas Eve?
Elf.
Elf is a good one.
The Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, Christmas Carol. All right, Dill, what's one of your favorite things about Christmas?
Coffee cake.
Hey, my ugly sweater Christmas party, and these are all the ugly sweaters. Homemade, some homemade, some, oh look at, there's you, not me.
It's Jen.
Laura and Jen. Oh, look at, Abby went all out. I love you got the skirt and everything.
Abby and Tori.
And these are all the non-uglies.
Yeah.
What?
That's okay, I don't mind being called out.
There, I moved over a little bit so that light that was in the corner there isn't bothering me or you. And let's just jump into what I wanted to do today. So I found this idea. I did not come up with it on my own, but I was watching Lauren in the Books Vlogmas videos, and then I just watched one from Shout Amy, and they both did this list of books that each begin with the next letter in the word Christmas. And so I thought that was a really fun idea and a way to talk about some books that I might not have talked about before that are on my shelves. And so let me just jump right into it. I will link both of their videos down below so that you can check their videos, their channel and their videos out as well. But let's just jump right in. So the first book that I have is for C, and it's The Circle, and you just saw me haul this the other day. Then I just watched on Kale's Corner's video today that she posted a video about books that she wants to read before they come out in the movies, and I had no idea that this was going to be a movie, and even better, it's a movie with Emma Watson and Tom Hanks. What? So I'm super excited to read this book now. The movie comes out in April, so I probably won't get to it in January, but it's definitely moving up my TBR so that I can read it before then. So this is dystopian, like I said the other day. It's a dystopian novel about a internet company that gets a little too invasive, I guess. So that's what I gathered from watching the trailer, which I will also link below. It looks amazing. I hope the trailer didn't give away spoilers too much because I really don't know too much about this book, but the trailer really looked good. So I'm excited to read this now, knowing that it will be a movie that I can watch in April. For H, I chose Hero of Ages, The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson, and this actually was supposed to be in my series that I would like to read in 2017 video, because I really want to read the Mistborn trilogy. And this is the first book in the Mistborn trilogy, and I don't really know very much about it. I know that there's a unique magic system, and I know Brandon Sanderson is well loved among booktube and fantasy readers, and even my brother, who loves high fantasy, said that Brandon Sanderson is great. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this at some point. I think all of these books that I chose are ones that I've not yet read. They're not necessarily on the top of my list for 2017, but they're definitely books that I'd like to get to in the next year. For R, I chose The Red Tent by Anita Diamont, and I have seen this movie already. And this is a story, biblical fiction somewhat, of a family in Genesis, the daughters and wives of Jacob, and a story about womanhood. I don't really know too much about it, but I know that it's about the women in Jacob's family, mainly his daughter Dinah and his wives Leah and Rachel, and his concubines Zilpah and Bilhah, 4 mothers in the family, and Dinah, the daughter. And we hear a lot about the men in the stories in the Bible and not so much about the women. So this is just a take on what life might be like for the women during that time, and the coming into womanhood of Dinah, and experiencing life with her 4 mothers and the input and experience that they share with her. So that's my R. For I have a middle grade, I believe, Inkheart by Cornelia Funke? I don't know how to say Funke. I'm so lame. And I don't really know anything about this. I know it's a middle grade fantasy. This is about where the characters of a book kind of come to life. And so it just looks interesting. And I have the next one as well, Ink Spell, I believe. And so I would love to read that in the near future. Maybe 2017, we shall see. I love this edition of the Penguin Classics. These are children's classics, and this one is for S, and it's The Secret Garden. And this is about a little girl who goes to live with her cousin, and they discover a garden. She discovers a garden with the farm boy, or the boy that works in the gardens, and helps to bring it back to life in a sense, and in a way brings life back to the family as well. I believe I read this book way long ago, but it's been quite a long time. But I think it's a beautiful story, and I know that I love the movie, so I'm looking forward to sometime rereading this book in this beautiful edition. T, I chose Tell the Wolves I'm Home by Rifka Brunt. And I believe this is told from the perspective of a 14-year-old girl who is very close with her uncle. In fact, her uncle is her best friend and her godfather and confidant, and her uncle dies very early in the back. And that's not a spoiler, it's in the blurb. Her uncle dies when she's very young, and she has a really hard time coming to grips with that, but meets a mysterious stranger at the funeral who then becomes more important in her life as the story goes on. So I don't really know much more than that, and I actually haven't heard about this one too much, so I'd be curious to know if any of you have read this. Let me know. For M, I chose The McCloud Home for Wayward Girls by Wendy Delsol. And at first, in reading the blurb, this reminded me of Gilmore Girls, because it's about a mother and her teenage daughter. She runs an inn and runs it with her daughter, and it's about this cast of characters of people that come to the inn and live in the town in the 1960s. It sounds like it's a town story, very cute, and about a family and a mother-daughter relationship. So this sounds very interesting, and that's my book for M. For A, I chose a classic, Anna Karenina. This is a chunker of a classic. So not only is it quite thick, but the words are quite small, and I believe it has almost 1,000 pages, 900. 870. It has 870 pages. But this is a classic that I'm hoping to read in 2017, or at least begin. And it's written by Leo Tolstoy. So this is set in Russia in the 1800s, and it's about Anna, who's a highborn woman who leaves her family and her wealth to marry somebody that is not family approved. That is, I think, the general gist of the story. I think it's going to be a slow read for me, as most classics are, but I'm looking forward to giving it a shot in 2017. And finally, I have a nonfiction for the last S, and that is Sixpence House, Lost in a Town of Books by Paul Collins. And this is about a man, and when he's younger, his family moves to a town in Wales. Yes, in the Welsh countryside, that's called Hay on Wye. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's also known as the Town of Books. And there are 1,500 inhabitants and 40 bookstores, which just is a sanctuary for book lovers. So this is a book for book lovers. The cover is really pretty. I like it, and it just sounds like it's going to be a nice read for people who like books, which if you're watching this, you are, and I'm making it, so I am. So this just sounds like a lovely book. So those are my Christmas books that spell out the word Christmas, and that's it for today. I will be posting another video tomorrow, and before I leave, I just wanted to show you my jams because I put Christmas jams on. Oh, the glare is going to keep them. There you go. Candy canes and stripes. Hey, did anybody notice that on Friday when I vlogged, I had 3 different nails throughout the day? They were bare in the morning, painted in the afternoon, and had these on by evening. Who noticed it? I know you did, Lisa. All right, I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and comment below so that we can chat. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. My hair is really getting shaggy. Thank goodness I'm going to the hair salon in a couple days.